Welcome to our new podcast entitled The Church Culture. My name is Bob Gray II, and I will be your host each and every episode. I am the pastor of Emmanuel Baptist Church of Longview, Texas. I am a third-generation Baptist, a second-generation independent Baptist, and I think I'm the first generation of this kind of Baptist. I love my heritage, I love my doctrine, and through every bit of all I've been taught, I love my King James Bible. Unfortunately, we live in a day and time when the DNA of being an independent Baptist, or this kind of Baptist, has tried to be defined by the insecure fringe whose kingdom-building voice is drowning out those of us who simply want to build and love people for the glory of God. The Church Culture Podcast is designed to examine the creation and maintenance of a church culture based on the Bible. We will discuss a biblical approach to our doctrinal position while adorning that same doctrine with a Christ-honoring disposition. The Church Culture Podcast will delve into topics that sometimes are sacred cows, at times to others seem untouchable. However, we will examine the wrong mindsets of ministries that have created moments of what I call insanity that have left believers bewildered in their spirit and struggling to find a balance between stating what we believe while maintaining the Spirit of Christ. I have always loved my biblical position on salvation and sanctification that I've been taught down through the years. However, I have concluded that our disposition at times among some independent Baptist churches and leaders lack God's heart. Church culture begins with the pastor, slowly taught through his attitude, his actions, and this is the fragrance the congregation will wear in their Christianity. If a pastor does not carry the heart of the chief shepherd, as found in 1 Peter 5, then lording over God's heritage becomes the pastor's mode of operation rather than feeding the flock of God as his main concern. A violation of 1 Peter 5 will result in a kingdom-building ministry rather than a people-building ministry. Each episode of the Church Culture will biblically discuss the kind of church culture that should exist to get the maximum glory for the Lord and the maximum growth for the believer, while leaving a healthy vineyard for generations to come. I love Emmanuel. I love the spirit of our church and how God has changed our church. With the many changes at Emmanuel, please know this, we have never changed our doctrine and we have never changed our belief. We have, by God's grace, changed our disposition. I desire to be a cheerleader to the thousands of churches that love our heritage and have tired of the spirit and rhetoric of kingdom-building voices, and they just want to return to simple church that simply has one mission, and that is loving people. The Church Culture Podcast, this is what we're going to be each and every episode. So please, don't miss one episode, or you just might miss a change that should happen in church culture. God bless you.